What's going on, everybody?
What's up, what's up, what's up? And welcome to the Harris Family Speaks. First off, I do want to apologize and say sorry that it's taken us so long to make another video. We sorry, life happens. So today's video is really brought because of a situation, well, not a situation. We recently had a loss in our family, and it inspired us to do this video because it's so hard being a military family and trying to get back home when stuff like this happens. It's not the first time that we've had a loss in the family, but us being this far away, it's really hard for us to get home because being in Alaska and all our family are in Arkansas, like a trip home, a regular trip home, when you book your tickets early, for me and the girls to go home was like $1,700. So just for me to fly home for the weekend, it was like $1,300 last minute. And maybe one day we'll have $1,300 in the bank account to do that, but we didn't have it this time. We didn't. But my family knows that we love them. We are there with them in spirit. Rest in peace, Anna. I love you, baby girl. But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard being a military family and having to go through things and not be with your family. But that's basically what inspired us to do this video and talk about being a military family and some of the things that we go through. Once again, this is only our opinion, so we don't want anybody to think that we're just talking crazy or anything of that nature. It's just our opinion about being a military family. So I'm gonna start off from a wife's standpoint. Basically, this is not a game for the weak ones. Now, I know there are a lot of sensitive wives out there, and I give you, I'm not downing you or anything like that, but there's a inner strength that comes from within the military wife when our soldiers have to go away. It's hidden. It might be hidden deep down when they're here, but we know that we have to come forth and take care of our family while they're gone, and we have to be the backbone of our family because we can't break down. Our kids are looking at us, and everybody else is looking at us to see if we okay. So the first thing we have to do is be strong for our kids. We have to be strong for our husbands because they want to make sure, they want to know that their home is still going to be their home when they get home. Want to make sure that you're going to be all right and be able to take care of everything. And it's hard being separated from your husband, especially when they are gone. I think the longest he's been gone is 45 days. There's a group that's getting ready to leave for 3 months. 3 months. So I haven't had to go through a deployment. My heart goes out to those wives who have had to go through a deployment. I know that inner strength comes out of y'all. I've met a few ladies that their husbands are overseas right now, so my prayers and everything are with them and with their family, with their families and with their husbands, because who knows, I might have to go through it. So I have to be strong. It's something that we have to be for everybody around. So, and also being separated from family, being like I said, we're all the way in Alaska. All of our family is in Arkansas. This is not a drive home. We can't jump in the car and drive home. We can, but it'll take a week. Who wants to drive a week? I'm not driving for a week. I'm sorry. That's not me.
I mean, you can.
But we're not. She almost fell. Anyway, but nobody wants to jump in the car and drive. Well, I don't want to jump in the car and drive a week to get back home. So it's hard being separated from them. Dealing with my kids, I always make sure that not Carter Lynn, because she hadn't had to deal with it, but Kansas for sure. Whatever rules Daddy sets forth, the rules are the same when he's gone, and she knows it. So when he comes back home, everything still flows the same. Moving with the Army,
She still follow the rules.
she
As long as she doesn't touch anything. She has fun.
moving with the Army. Let me just say this: the Army, thank you, Army, for helping us move. Thank you, because without you, it would be harder, way harder, to move all that stuff.
Back up, you all sure.
But it's hard to move because you have to throw your whole household into a truck that strangers drive, and they take it to another truck that strangers drive, and another place
Boat.
where they
Then another truck, another boat.
all these strangers got all your stuff, and you don't get it. Like, you get to your destination and you still don't have your household goods for like a month later. Is when you get your stuff.
3 pairs of jeans for 3
So
weeks.
you're cycling things out of the suitcase to keep it going. Let's just say moving is strenuous.
Hoop and shorts last on.
Moving is very, very, very strenuous, especially if you're moving from El Paso, Texas, where it's nice and warm, to
Hot as shit.
Antarctica.
to Fairbanks. She said Antarctica.
That's at the bottom.
To Fairbanks, Alaska, where it is cold. So we weren't prepared physically for the change in temperature, and to get here and have to go shopping for snow gear and all of this extra stuff, we wasn't ready for it. But any Army family that's ever moved with the Army, they know how strenuous it is. It's a moving thing. From the moment you find out you're PCSing to the time you get to where you're going, even after you get to where you're going, it's a lot. Would you stop with her foot? Okay, now Kansas is gonna tell y'all about being in a military family from a kid's perspective.
Okay, moving. Moving's very hard from being away from people, and you would have to how can I put it? You would have to do a lot of things that you really don't want to do, and you from a kid, sometimes you don't want to move because you want to be closer to friends and family. That's the same with me, because I actually have something that will, they invented phones for a reason, because you can call people. You can call people. Okay, now separating from schools and friends and family. So, separating from schools, I really love it, because I really don't like school, because you have to wake up really early in the morning. And separating from friends, I really don't like.
You gotta wake up early in the morning. Gotta be up at 4.
I have to work.
Go ahead. You gotta work.
I have to work at school and then come back and
I gotta go to the gym,
work.
go to PT, go to work, go to the gym,
Okay.
go back to work.
So
home and deal
separating
with
from
you.
friends.
And separating from family is really
Keep
hard.
them on track.
Is really hard because I don't really expect it. I expect to stay and to spend time with my grandparents and my cousins and my aunts and uncles. And I feel like every time we move, I think we're like a puzzle. Our family's like a puzzle. So we're one piece of the puzzle, and every time that puzzle piece gets every time that puzzle piece gets lost, something bad happens. Like people, separating from my daddy is very frustrating and very irritating because I don't get to be with him a lot. I don't get to be with him periodly when he's away. And some people sometimes people tell me, my mom or my dad tell me my mom or my dad tell me that my mom or my dad tell me that that he's gonna be leaving, or that he's gonna be leaving. She tells me that he's gonna be leaving, and I want to know the date and the time that he's leaving so I can have more time to spend when it's time for him to go away. And I'm very happy that there hasn't been any deployments yet. There only been the field, and it's very frustrating. Yeah.
All right, baby.
All right, so I got the last 2.5 minutes. So I'm gonna make this quick and short. So, being the service member in the military family is very strenuous, especially when you're going from being a single soldier to not only a wife, but
Husband.
baby. To having a wife, not only just having a wife, but also having a 9-year-old minion and a baby on the way. That was an amazingly large transition for myself. And especially seeing how when I was a single soldier, I didn't have a lot to worry about. I didn't have nobody to answer to. I didn't have nobody to come home and explain anything to. I would just have my job, go to the gym, go to sleep. Like, I didn't have to explain anything to nobody. Whenever training exercise came up, I got ready to roll out. I packed up, I shipped out. But now, having a family, I have to get training calendars. I can't just let it pop up on me. I have to make a very, very strong point of making sure that I know what's going to happen as far ahead of time as I can in order so my family can be prepared for that. I mean, everything from emotionally to financially to getting that power of attorney, so that, you know, when the cable people is like, yo, you want another room, he ain't the person that, you know, pay for the cables, not there. Well, you know, here's this piece of paper saying that I'm authorized. You know, it's a lot of stuff that has to be done in order to prepare for everything. You gotta get straight. You gotta prepare for that mentally, financially, and emotionally. And emotionally is the hardest part. Like, I'm at home every single day that I get off work. I'm at home with my family. I come home to my wife. I come home to my kids. I enjoy them. I get off work. I take my uniform off, take a shower, and enjoy being at home, no longer being at work. That's another big thing you got to worry about. When you have a family, it's not just work no more. You know, it's not just work, gym no more. It's work, find some time to go to the gym, and spend as much time with my family as I can, because the current situation, as everybody know, I'm not gonna speak on it. We could jump out of here over to, you know, the next hot zone any given moment, whenever it decides to get hot, or if I have to go back to Afghanistan or Iraq. You never know. We never know. So, you know, and the hardest thing is that sometimes you actually have to work is if you put the job first. Like there's so many days that I have to stay home late. I mean, stay at work late. I have to, like now I'm on leave and I've been to work twice already. It's crazy. Like I'm on vacation and I've been to work twice already since last Friday. But that's just the nature of the beast. It's the job. It's the career. It's a lifestyle. It's more than just Tone Savage. I'm going to be giving this many amount of years of my life to the Army. It's a lot more that comes with it that's not in the contract that you're gonna have to deal with and you're gonna have to cope with. So hopefully this video, but there's a lot of benefits though. Man, I have every light on in my house: PlayStation, Xbox, TVs, refrigerators wide open, laptops.
I keep trying to tell him that he needs to turn off all these lights, because when we get out the Army, that light bill is gonna smack him in the face. And I'm gonna be the one behind it. So
see, that's why.
Like I told
before we get out, I'm sending her home early so she can go ahead and find the house she wants to stay in and get a straight job. And then when I start school, get that PAH, light bill still gonna be paid. So I'm gonna leave all the lights on in that house.
Matter.
I'm gonna leave all the games on in that house. I don't even play the game that much. They gonna be on. Woo! What? Refrigerators open, free deep freezer wide open.
Why would you?
Wilding out. Put it on overload mode and just have it hot in the cold. The whole house cold. Just deep freeze the whole house.
Why?
Cause.
Want us to be free.
Man.
Anyway, but like we said, it's a lot of benefits to being in the Army. We didn't really talk about the benefits, but it's a lot. Now we don't want y'all to think it's raining money out the ceiling or something like that, because no, it's not. I
ain't got my charge in Jordans. Shoot.
Stop it. That's the enlisted soldier starter pack. But anyway, I hope this video has helped somebody. That's gonna be the end of this. Leave us comments if y'all have anything that y'all want us to talk about. Kansas always want to make a video. We can't promise when the next time we'll make a video. This just so happens that he's on leave, so y'all might get another video out of us before he goes back to work. So keep watching. We'll keep making videos. Thank you for watching. We love you and peace.